went into a phone box 20 years ago, actually now 30 years ago, because I'd had a row with my boyfriend, and there was a sign in the phone box saying about Samaritans, and I hadn't heard of them. And I thought, okay, I do need to talk to somebody, and I couldn't get hold of my friends, and it was before mobile phones. So I rang this number, and I spoke to a girl called Ellie, and it was an amazing call, and I came away thinking, that was brilliant. I'm going to do that one day. So 20 years later, my life was in the right place, I was in the right time, and I saw an advert in the paper, in the Guardian, local Guardian, saying, come to an information meeting. And so I went.
That the training, they reinforce that you're not there by yourself. You really can, even on a bad contact, you can get support at the time to help you to get through a really bad or difficult contact.
The fact that there was quite a diverse mix of people there, so I think originally I'd imagined it might be this sounds terrible, but lots of kind of middle-aged women or housewives or sort of Christian types, or I thought it might be a bit like that, but there's a real mix of people who do it. There's a mix of men and women and all ages and people from all different places, so that made me think that it seemed like a nice environment to be volunteering in.
The variety of calls that we get and the variety of people that we speak to, because when you become a Samaritan you think you'll be talking to people who are suicidal all the time, and that every call you get is going to be really intense and you're going to be talking to that person who's in a really, really desperate state. And we do get a lot of calls like that, but we get calls from such a wide range of people in all different circumstances and situations. So I think you don't really expect that when you start.
I think it's impacted me in that I appreciate my stuff a lot more. You know, I appreciate my friends, my family, you know, my house. All those little things that I take for granted, I think I appreciate a lot more. I think I listen to my friends a lot more. You know, the amount of time my friends will come in with a problem, you might go, don't worry, I'll be fine. And I don't, I actually listen to them a lot more and see, you know, if there's actually something, you know, just deeper.
The impact on me, I'd say probably in my daily life, I'm less judgmental of people. Probably have a bit more empathy for people, and if people are going through things, you'd feel a bit more empathy for them, I guess. And almost often if you kind of see people on the bus who are, I don't know, look a bit odd or behaving a bit strangely, you feel less kind of negative. Well, I feel less negative towards them and sort of think a bit more, actually, they could be going through a really tough time, there could be a lot going on in their lives. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely made me less judgmental of other people.
At work as well, I think I'm just a lot more patient with annoying bosses and stuff like that get on my nerves, because it's like not that important.
The life skills that I've picked up in the last 12 years, I don't think I could have bought or achieved in any college course, to be honest with you, because I'm able to speak to my family, friends and people in a manner that, without being too intrusive, I can actually get to them, as opposed to when people are going through difficult times. As friends, it's very difficult to know how to relate to them, so I've drawn on that experience and I've really found that helpful.
You just get a sense of general satisfaction when you've had a good shift, and particularly when you've had a good shift. And generally sometimes you can have a shift where you don't speak to anyone, or you don't feel that you've had a lot of meaningful calls, and then you just get one call and it reminds you why you're there, and then you go away and you think, oh, I was there for that person, when they didn't have anyone else.
For me, I think you get a sense of having connected with people and hopefully made a difference. So if someone's in their darkest hour, you're there for them, hopefully. And also I've really enjoyed meeting different other volunteers and quite a few different types of people, and I've made some good friends as well, so that's been a really good thing.
It's mutually beneficial. You're not just here to help people, you're going to benefit from it as well. And there's a lot of learning involved, and I find that quite rewarding. not necessarily from a financial perspective, but all the other things that come with it. And if you like people, I think you'd enjoy it. Doesn't mean that you make a Samaritan. I just know that if you enjoy surrounding yourself with people, then I think you'll enjoy it.